So if you're very observant, you realize that anytime you're making a visa application or an extension or whatever with regards to the UK, and you have to go and let's say do your biometrics or deliver documents for scanning and whatever, or submit your passport or whatever, the venue you go to is never, let's say, a British High Commission or UK Home Office or whatever. It is always either TLS Contact, VFS Global, or Sopria Steria, or however it is said. You will never find, let's say, a British High Commission or UK Home Office or UK Embassy in most countries to go and do your visa application. Stop that. So the reason why this is that the UK has always used commercial partners for these visa applications. Unlike for US, for instance, if you're applying for a US visa in Ghana, you would go to the American Embassy in Ghana for your interview and to submit your documents and all of that. That's where you do it. It's an American Embassy in Ghana. But for UK, they don't have such embassies across in other countries, in Africa and other countries. They have given these services for commercial partners, private companies, to help them with all of those things. So the popular commercial partners that they've been working with is VFS Global, TLS Contact, and the third one is Sopria Steria. So sometimes, like I remember when I was doing my ILR application, when I paid my money for the appointment, when I was booking my appointment, the deduction was not made by UK Home Office. It went to Sopria Steria. Yeah, because where I went to do my biometric is their office. It wasn't a UK. What am I saying? All I'm saying is that there's going to be a change with all of this. So now these companies are changing, and let me read exactly what it is. So what's happening is that there's going to be changes to all UK visa application services. So let me say most of them. So UK visa application centers in both UK and outside of the UK are changing. So what this means is that, especially in this transitioning period, there can be a bit of confusion. For instance, let's say you went to do your biometrics in, let's say, TLS Contact, but by the time you go back, they are closed, they are shut down, their offices that no longer exist. What do you do, right? Or let's say you have submitted the application but you're yet to upload the documents. You go and then you can no longer access the website, because they stopped working in your country. So listen carefully. All your questions are going to be answered in this video. So let me read. It says that the government is currently in the process of changing the commercial partner responsible for running its visa application centers, a move that will impact many applications made overseas and inside the UK. So for some applicants, this means that you may start your visa application with one partner and finish it with another partner or another company, right? So now for applications made outside the UK, guys, listen. Let's say you're applying for a student visa, a work visa, or you're applying for a visit visa. So it was announced earlier that September 2024, between September 2024 and January 2025, the commercial provider will change from TLS Contact to VFS Global in some locations in Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and even Central Asia. So the visa application center in Belgium has been operated by VFS Global since October 3rd of this year, 2024. However, from 22nd October 2024, VFS Global will operate visa application centers in Algeria, in Congo, in Gabon, in Gambia, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, in Kenya, in Madagascar, in Mauritius, in Morocco, in Seychelles, in South Africa, and Tunisia. So in Ghana now, it's not going to be TLS Contact anymore. When I was applying to come to the UK, it was TLS Contact. It was their office that I went to in Movenpick to do my biometrics, to submit my documents, to take my picture, blah, 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 blah. Now, it's no longer going to be TLS Contact in Ghana. From 22nd of October, it's being handed over to another commercial partner of the UK immigration, which is called VFS Global. And they're also saying that from 5th of November 2024, VFS Global will operate visa application centers in these other locations. So Cyprus, France, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kazakhstan, whatever, Lebanon, Palestine, Turkey, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, all of those things. And then they'll keep adding more locations to the list. I'll leave a link in the description. You can click on the link and go and see where your country the transition will start and which commercial partner will be working is being changed in your country. So let me also emphasize that this is not going to affect the decision that has been made on your visa. If your visa will be approved, it's because you submitted the right documents and they believe your application. If it's not approved, it has nothing to do with the transition of these centers. No. It has nothing to do with it. And then it will also not affect the time of the decision. If the decision was going to take 3 weeks, it's going to take 3 weeks anyways. It's not because you're changing commercial partners. That's why it's going to delay. It's not going to cause any delays. So far, they haven't mentioned any anything with regards to the price that is going to increase the price or decrease the price of the application. So bear in mind. So with applications made inside the UK as well, let's say you're in the UK, you're extending your work visa, blah blah blah. On October 2024, it's going to change from Sopra Steria to TLS Contact. So appointment on or after 15 October will be at the TLS Contact service point. You don't need to do anything. This change will not affect the decision. It will not affect how long it takes, and it will not affect how many appointments are available. But let me also answer a few questions. So let's say, what if you've already submitted your passport and stuff, you're waiting for, let's say you're in Ghana, you've already submitted your passport and other things to TLS Contact, and then you're waiting for a decision, and then now your decision has not come back. It looks like by the time your decision comes, your contract would have been over, and then TLS Contact office would have been shut. What do you do? So for such people, what the Home Office is saying is that, or what the UK immigration is saying is that, they are going to securely hand over all your documents to the new company that is coming. Okay, so you'll be able to, and what I don't know is that, are they going to use the same office? Are they going to use another office? But what we know for sure is that the VFS will receive your passport and your documents. So although you submitted it to TLS Contact, after they are shut, you can only retrieve it from VFS Global. You understand? Another thing is, for those who have, let's say, done the online application and you are yet to, let's say, submit your documents or scan and upload documents. If, let's say, you started the application on the TLS website, okay, now they are shutting down in your country, what do? Make sure that you contact their customer service immediately, or make sure that you scan and submit and upload the documents before the last day that they leave your country. And another thing is, for instance, in Ghana, the TLS Contact office is officially closing on November 19, 2024. So you can still book your appointment with TLS Contact until then. And after that, their offices will be shut anyway, so you can only book with VFS Global. Another thing is that if you have already booked an appointment, so far as the system allowed you to book an appointment at that center, that's fine. So you can still go ahead and go for your appointment without any issues. However, maybe by the time that your passport is ready, the office would have been shut. So you have to retrieve your passport from VFS Global office. I hope you understand. So when it comes to retrieving documents, if you submitted it to, let's say, TLS Contacts and they're shutting down your country, you'll be able to retrieve it from VFS Global. And when it comes to appointments, so far as the system allowed you to book appointments in TLS Contacts, that means you can still go there. And when it comes to other things, you just have to deal with the new commercial partner in VFS Global. If your country has not been mentioned in this list, they keep updating the country. So there's a link there that you can find out whether, it's changing in your country or not. So basically, guys, that is that. Do you think this will also bring a lot of confusion, or what concerns do you have? Let me know in the comment section. Honestly, I don't think this is a big issue. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.